and we are not on yet. There it is. It's coming up. And we are not on yet. And we are not on yet. There it is. And we
Hello
are
everyone,
not on
welcome
yet.
to the stream.
And we are not on yet.
Alright, hello everyone, welcome to the stream.
The background is still playing.
Hello everyone, welcome. Sorry guys, a little bit of audio confusion, but we're here, first time, so please bear with us. So today we're going to be talking about yellow energy.
Sorry guys, a little bit of audio confusion, but we're here.
Oh my goodness. Wow, yellow energy. Just yeah,
bear with us, folks. This is the first time we're trying to do this. So just bear with us a little bit.
Yeah,
This is Builder
no, I think
161 and Rosin there.
yeah, I think we're good now. We just had a little bit of audio bouncing around everywhere. Obviously there's a little bit of feedback, so how we stream is going to be a little bit delayed per live, but that's fine. So yeah, yellow energy we've got, which was promised by Shane that was going to come through before the token launch, which is awesome news for a lot of our content creators. I know our boy Pacey has been very excited for the yellow energy to come through, so I believe he's actually submitting quite a number of claims now. So if you want to listen to the show and then stake on his claims, because Shane has given him a lot of really good feedback, and that's the sort of content that we want coming through to be able to get these claims staked properly. So sure bet with Pacey. What do you think, Builder? Solid?
Yeah, no, absolutely. He just posted on Discord not too long ago that he'd be uploading a few videos and whatnot for staking.
Yeah.
So
looks like we've got a fair few people watching today, which is a really good sign. We're they've come to see your beautiful smile, Builder. Well, we're just gonna have fun with it, okay? So nothing too crazy. So the yellow energy, it is basically for any of the content creators, past, present, and future. We're going to get some staking rewards, but we don't know what that is yet. So let's just have a quick look at our screen here. We've got the content contribution screen. Now, just a word of warning to everyone, please be careful because some may not be approved. Okay? Now, what I mean by that is that some of the content may be considered spam, non-relevant, and otherwise harmful and offensive that won't be accepted. Okay, so what we're going to see in here is a reward success rate. So some of these guys that are submitting their claims will have a success rate based on the submissions that they get and the ones that approve, ones that aren't. Sorry, let's just zoom this in here. Yep.
Right.
Submissions are classed as rewarded if they yielded yellow energy or essence rewards. So we don't know what the staking reward is yet, but we'll soon find out, I'm sure. So let's just read through some of this info and unpack it for everyone in case you didn't see these little info boxes that we've got here. So creating a content contribution submission enables you to earn yellow energy and essence rewards. Okay, so a couple of things to note: a negative score will be applied to people who may be reported or have some really bad content or something. So submissions must be engaging and supportive content pertaining to Earth 2 and fosters informative, entertaining, and overall constructive impact on the Earth 2 community. So I'd like to consider us in that ballpark, you know.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
if nothing else, I might be a little bit entertaining to people.
I definitely think you are entertaining. I'm the information and you're the entertainment. How's that?
Yep, sounds good to me.
So,
One thing these people should do is go ahead and check out when the link on the side, when that little piece of paper with the eyeglass on it. Be sure to check out the link and look at what the people are posting. Just don't assume that because somebody has a name that you recognize or whatnot, that they've actually got something that may be relevant. And so just
yeah.
do your research.
Yeah,
Do your
that's right.
research.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's have a look
And
here. Let's have a look. Let's provide a good example. Let's see if I can find our dear old friend Pacey. So,
page 2.
yeah, okay. So Pacey, perfect example here. How to gift land in Earth 2. So it's informative. He has a lot of tutorial videos and really helpful information for people who aren't too sure. So there's different levels of the essence which you can stake on here. So staking essence allows players to support original content. So see that how that's in bold there. So if they're approved by Earth 2, they will receive their staked essence and an additional reward, which we don't know what that is yet. Players who back a failed submission will lose up to 20% of the essence they stake. So that's much better than where we're sitting with resource claims. We were originally told with resource claims that
You lose 100%. You
Yeah.
just lose it all.
that's right. So a little bit more incentive for us to do it, but if the rewards are less than 20%, obviously there is a risk there of losing more than you've put in or may get back. So it says, we highly suggest getting to know the content creators you support and familiarizing yourself with their details inside of Earth 2. I think that's a good call to make. I've
Yes.
been going through a lot of these. So Pacey, I definitely back him for sure, because time and time again Shane has shouted out to him. There's a couple of other ones here that may be X, which is, I tend to not really go too crazy on the ones that have got X on them, just because sometimes it might be someone claiming that they shared an announcement and hyped the community up or something. I don't consider it
Right.
really content creation,
Right. They're just sharing other information that was shared by somebody else,
Yeah.
and not necessarily original content.
Yeah,
So,
that's it.
but
So
like I said, though, that's stuff you have to research yourself. Look at what they're linking. Take a look at the information they're providing, and make sure that the information is original content and not just reposting.
yeah. So let's have a quick look here at the creating a submission. So this is not my personal account. This is the KOM account. So you have to have a URL. So Shane mentioned this in the Discord chat.
Okay.
That we needed to have a URL in there. So it has to be public content. A lot of people were asking, can I submit a Discord? Because some might consider that content. If it's not publicly available, then
No, that's only available to the group that is in there. You're right. Okay.
So if we have a look at some of the platforms here, you have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, which I'm assuming for like if you make Earth 2 music, or I know Oliver Jones music, he's got a couple of songs related to Earth 2, so he might claim those.
Okay.
YouTube, X, and this one has baffled me a little bit.
Earth 2?
Earth 2, yeah. So I'm like, How do you
Okay.
submit content on the platform of Earth 2? So a considered
Unless,
tile art,
and
maybe?
maybe, but
Hmm.
well, it would definitely be public.
Yeah.
Um,
So we'll need some clarification on that one, I think.
right.
And then
And
you have
other,
these video, audio, image, text, other. Not really too sure what other would be.
I bet you other is like, I know of a couple of people that have posted in Discord where they've actually put, or had signs made of Earth 2 and got them stuck on their car,
Yeah,
you
okay.
know?
So products.
So people that
Mm,
are doing some content creating outside of social media and stuff like that. So if you're doing a sign that you got in front of your house,
mm,
you got a sticker on your car,
yeah.
something like that. So that's what I think the other would probably cover.
The first four are digital, and the other might be physical goods. But anyway,
Okay.
so with this other part here that we've got, so there are some metrics to consider before submitting. Views, likes, shares are a contributing factor, and also I believe it is the informative, entertaining, and overall constructive impact on the Earth 2 community. There was a mention about
Mm,
how
yes.
easy it was to follow along. So that's kind of engaging, the engaging piece there.
Okay.
And now we have this yellow energy system. So there's experience points awarded to players for successful submissions. And then we have all of these levels here based on how much yellow energy you generate. So this last one here, how many digits is that? That's 1,000,000 yellow energy. So Shane made comment as well that the levels between red energy and yellow energy won't be quite as similar. So yellow energy will be harder to get. That's why we've got this 1,000,000 here. So we know some people who've got 1,000,000 red energy and they've worked very hard to get that from rating manually.
Right.
And this is like a multiplier here. So it says here, the higher the title, the higher the multiplier factor. So the level is the multiplier. So if you'd normally get, as a novice, you get 1 times, but if you're in transcendent, you get 5 times the normal yellow energy you would get. So
Mm,
there's that one. Yeah, pretty straightforward, I guess. Just please pay attention to the content that you are staking, and make sure that it is informative, entertaining, and overall constructive impact on Earth 2, and original content as well.
correct.
So yeah, that's really exciting. Yeah, Jason has a really good question here. I think Shane already mentioned that as well. So he said, I wonder if hollow building posts could be considered as other. I believe that the hollow buildings themselves aren't considered as content creation from the Earth 2 platform. I could be wrong, but he did mention something around that. But I think if we have things like, if you place that hollow building, so DVD, perfect example, he's placed that similar to what we did in our spatial experience, placed it in there, and then done a showcase of that hollow building in a 3D environment. I think that would be considered content creation.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that the hollow buildings would fall in the same category as tile art
Yeah.
because you don't have to have an E2 account
Mm.
to take a view to view the hollow buildings and whatnot. So if somebody shouted out on X or something like this,
Mm.
check out my hollow buildings and whatnot. But again, you have to have some feedback from it.
Mm.
Otherwise you have nothing to show.
Mm.
So you would have to either show it on YouTube, or on X or Twix or one of those things. I think
Yeah, no,
so.
that's it. So I think, yeah, if you really go above and beyond and really do some engaging content with the 3D holo buildings. I can't see why you can't have a video or walkthrough. Like, I know Jason has done a number of videos which are really cool. Like, he's fixed them up in Blender and everything.
Yeah,
Why not?
his chameleon.
You know,
He needs to do a walk. He needs to do a walkthrough on his chameleon.
yeah.
That is a really, and that fish one as well.
I hope he's listening, because the last podcast he tried to listen to, his wife said it was too distracting. So yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
just a little bit of a gag there. All right. So the one thing that I want to go through with the yellow energy here.
Okay.
So thanks to Yina for this screenshot. Yina's a great content creator and always keeping an eye on the socials. So we've got a little quote here. Now Shane may have put his foot in his mouth again, but he's saying here, this one in particular, sorry, down the bottom here, land upgrades would be one of the things that we could use yellow energy for. And then he says, not sure if I should be saying that now, or it's something supposed to be revealed later anyway. Yes, so also could be transformed / claimed into essence. So that's pretty bullish, I think. And then another quote here as well up the top. Team cannot be expected to go looking for a reason to approve. So if you're submitting a claim, please make sure you add in the description why you think it should be approved. Should make things a little bit easier, especially if you're a well-known content creator like Pacey, for example.
Right.
I think they would pretty much just look at the metrics and go, yep, you're approved for this amount of yellow energy. So saying, don't post something like, I retweeted this, unless it got like 1,000 likes or 100,000 views or something crazy. I wouldn't consider a reshare a part of content creation.
That's not original content.
Yeah, I don't think so. So yeah, no, I think this is really good, because now content creators are getting rewarded for all of the hard work that they've done, and especially us as well. So we'll be dropping a lot of ours too. And Pacey, as I said, he started dropping a lot of them in the last hour. So while you're listening, jump on there and go and stake on some Pacey claims. Now, the good thing too is this time now, well, it's a good thing for anyone who's awake. If you're asleep in South Korea, unfortunately, you may miss out on those. But that might make it a bit easier to get your stake in when the majority of the community over there is asleep. So yeah, that's that one. Yellow energy. What a lot to unpack on that one.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So a couple of questions there still around the yellow energy. So a couple of different things, like you and I are creating this content. Who's able to submit it? So I haven't submitted any of the podcast stuff yet, because I want to get some clarification around that. Right. Another thing to consider too, when you have the shorts, or the short punchy videos like the TikToks and all that sort of stuff, spread across multiple platforms. So if you've posted the same thing on X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, the works, how are you meant to capitalize on all of the different platforms that you use?
Okay. So I would say my personal opinion, and I may be wrong on this, because we still haven't got the paper out on yellow energy, but I think your original post, whether it was on YouTube, which I'm assuming most of them would be on YouTube as far as the video type stuff goes, that would be submittable. But reposting or redoing it on X, Twix, Twitter, and all that stuff, I wouldn't think you'd be able to take and post the same thing multiple times.
Yeah, and that was so Pace is just saying it's frozen for everyone. Are we still live on your screen there?
I am on mine.
Okay. maybe Pacey's he's getting too much traffic because he's got all of his claims and stuff going on. No, I don't know. Yeah, sorry about that, Pacey. I'm not really too sure, mate. But we will continue to work and deliver as best as we can. Thanks to Anubis, aka Tech Ops, for the overlay looking great. Yeah, we know who you are now. We saw it. We saw the claim. Cat's out of the bag. Really appreciate the content coming from to Anubis. It takes a lot of work to try and get those little short videos up and running. And I love the TikTok style. They're easy to digest as well. I've done a few of those TikToks. I don't know. Have you had much experience with TikTok there, Builder?
No, I haven't. I tried posting a little bit here and there, but I'm not I'm not really good on the phone. So
Yeah, okay.
I haven't got that mastered. My fat fingers hit way too many keys at the same time.
Yeah, that's good.
You younger folks are able to take and whiz through those phones a lot faster.
Yeah, that's it. TikTok is so easy to make stuff these days. If you just grab a little snippet of one of the E2 videos, you can mix something up real quick. Like, it wouldn't take much at all. Maybe a little bit of music, some cutscenes,
I understand you can do a desktop on the TikTok also, and I haven't investigated that further. So if I can do that, I might start trying to post some more.
Yeah, that's it. So speaking of posting, a few people found the social media website for Earth2, the company that's directly linked with Earth2, or the project.
Lobby app?
Yeah, so the lobby app. So a couple of really important questions here to ask is, will it be connected to Earth2, and will we be able to talk to people through Earth2 and log in with our Earth2 logins? So let's have a look at the little screen grab we have here.
If I understand, that was taken back down. It was just up for a short period of time and taken right back down. Correct?
Yeah, that's it. And whether the site was meant to be accessible or not is, yeah, we really don't know any more information to that. So celebrate. This is really similar to Discord in the sense of it's all about gaming. So you can see here, celebrate epic gaming moments, share your gaming with the world, so streams or videos or whatever, and then connecting yourselves to communities. So I mean, I think that looks cool. But is it going to be?
It's another version of Discord, but hopefully it's more tied to Earth2. In the Earth2 account.
Yeah.
One of my biggest complaints with Earth2 is the fact that we have no way of contact. If you don't know a person's username across all the platforms, you have no way of contacting them. There's a variety of people I would have loved to have been able to contact because I'd like to try and get some property from them, or maybe barter with them on property I have. But I don't know their username. I know their game name, but their game name is not necessarily the same name that they use in Discord. So
not always. No, it's a hard one. All right, so we've got a question here from Harris. I think he runs E2 Greece. He's asking about the Baumler essence reduction. So this is a question directly related to our Knights of Malta project. So what we had happen was Baumler was pushed through. We wanted that to go through. That was the first submission, and it was a small area. So we wanted to see what that essence production would be like and try and, offer something a bit more limited. So that went through. And then we had Rabat was the next one we were planning on going through. So obviously with more of the T3 territories released and more tiles bought T3, that reduces the essence. So none of the Knights of Malta actually pushed that through, and we still don't really know to this day who put in the million. I think it was about 1 million essence through XR4. Yeah, so we don't know, to be honest. Obviously, more people bought the tiles, and we weren't going to shy away from trying to sell out. That's our biggest mission in Malta. So hopefully that answers your question there, Earth to Greece. People just love buying Malta tiles, and unfortunately that diluted it. So yeah, sorry about that. Maybe we can upgrade it nice and cheap. What do you think, Builder? Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah.
They have to see what they're going to allow us to do with upgrades, because I have a lot of, it would be nice to upgrade a lot of the stuff in Malta.
Yeah. Shane also mentioned, some people might be a little bit upset about this, but the question gets raised again and again and again, is about merging tiles.
So, yes, I read about that.
Yeah.
And he's saying that's probably a no-go.
Yeah. It's the same sort of narrative we had with the heat map update. So I'm going to be pushing really hard to try and get that one pushed through, because the heat map wasn't updated in the past year, and we were told they were looking at a fix, and then they turned around and said, no, we're not going to fix it. So there needs to be some sort of compromise with all of the single tiles that many people bought, especially Elaine.
Okay. Yeah, I understand it, but you also look at it. They're pushing to launch E2V1, and Mapbox is going to go away. So, and hopefully that once they launch E2V1, then we're not going to what's on Mapbox right now won't be there anymore, because we won't be using Mapbox. And so, to continue dumping resources into something that's going to be going away, I agree with him on there.
Yeah, I understand. Okay. Whether it be an E2V1 or Mapbox, it doesn't.
Right.
Because
it's possible they'll have everything working correctly in E2V1, and that's why they're not necessarily dumping resources into Mapbox and trying to make that work.
Yeah, that's a fair call. So yeah, anyway, speaking of Mapbox, the next thing we're going to cover here is the recent announcement about EDC.
Right.
So,
and they've already launched that, according to last Discord that Yana posted concerning the E2V.
Yeah. So with this EDC airdrop, for anyone who doesn't understand it, it is purely countries that were bought prior to December 2021 that didn't receive an EDC. Now,
they were locked countries, right?
Some of them, yeah, but some of the EDC airdrop that I got wasn't even a locked country to begin with either. So there may have been some pricing issues. So I know that people bought in international territory, but then that area then changed to the actual territory or country itself. So there's that pricing influence there, and that was the issue, and that might have been a map box away. To Anubis, I threw away my box of maps when we're gonna have to get Earth to Anubis on the stream one day. That'll be great. Let's see what he has to say. Mondacosm. You're saying Mapbox.
Yeah, saying Mapbox is not going to go away.
Purely speculation. Let's wait and see.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when I say when Mapbox goes away, I mean there's 2 on Mapbox.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. It's not Mapbox itself is not going away. That's a very successful program. But and it's very possible they could keep on running it parallel.
Yeah.
Keep Mapbox going along parallel with E2V1.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe one day we can get that transition into a web application. A mobile application. Not necessarily
Mm-hmm.
E2V1, but look, I mean that's the goal, right?
Right.
Um, no one likes Anubis's voice. Does anyone like my voice? I mean, just in with the gags there. Yeah, so no, that's good. It's good. He did promise that he was going to get the EDC fixed
Mm-hmm.
before token launch. Same thing with the yellow energy. He was going to get that out before the token launch. The other
Right.
thing that we're waiting on before the token launch is the resource claim rejections.
Right.
So he said something about 20% of we were going to get. The rejections would have a refund. So it's not all doom and gloom. We're still going to get some of that back, which is better than
Mm.
nothing. And that was a big thing for a while. I know we spoke about it on a previous podcast. You know,
Right.
um,
Yeah, I still have one resource for gold that's been sitting there for a year and a half now,
yeah, Elaine's
and
got
they keep.
tears in her
Yeah.
eyes, so we
Mm-hmm.
won't talk about that anymore. That might upset us
Okay.
more. Yeah. So the other thing that we were going to talk about today too. So we had a new release. Now this came in last minute as well. Um, of the new skin, horror
Oh
warning.
yes. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anyone's seen the video on YouTube. Let's take a quick look at this. So, horror warning. Let's have a look here. It's so funny because I was assuming that like some sort of thriller song was going to come on in this clip.
Uh huh. Yeah, I noticed that the gold and purple skins sold out like
Yeah.
right away.
Oh yeah.
They were gone. So if you hadn't caught that when they were first launched,
Yeah. It's very post-apocalyptic theme. I'm starting to notice a bit of that come through.
right?
And this is in game E2V1. So Shane's post on X is basically saying this is what you should expect in E2V1. Which is good, right?
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, the shadowing in there, walking through the bushes.
Right.
Now this might come up a bit grainy as a live stream, but yeah, post the link in the chat afterwards if you haven't seen it, because it's not actually on their YouTube listed. You have to go through it through. Yeah, so this is cool. Walking through the water. Yeah.
Yeah, they got the engine running pretty good. They got the engine
Yeah.
working pretty good so far.
No, it looks
Looking
good.
forward to the applications for testing.
Yeah, no, they should be in the next couple of weeks. So I think last podcast we weren't too sure. Shane
Right.
will be releasing that. He said on X, he said a couple of weeks, or maybe it was Discord,
Okay.
somewhere. Mr. Green is pretending to be King Tech Ops again. Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, it would be good to see them fight each other or something. Yeah, multiplayer would be good. Archeoke versus Horror Warning. I'm thinking that's a good little scenario.
There you go.
Yeah, Earth 2 Grease is saying, how come we got a drop for Pitcan? When was it locked? I'm not really too sure. There may be some pricing issues with Pitcan. So that may have released as a disputed territory or international territory initially, and then they changed the pricing again. So I don't believe Pitcan was locked. Yeah, not too sure on that one. But yeah, I mean, it's EDC airdrop. We're going to complain. I'm definitely not complaining. So Yeah, no, it's all good. So yeah, let's just take a quick look at the skins in here on the website.
Okay.
So let's see which ones have sold out, right? So horror warning, black and gold. These ones are all available. Available. So black and gold sold out, $20.
Right.
And that was 500 total supply. Yeah.
Oh, that one's the black and gold is sold out now.
All the single items, so the jacket, cargo pants, gloves, boots, shirt, all still available.
Mm-hmm.
So this is cool. I wasn't too sure if this was how it worked, but you've got the leather shirt and then the leather jacket. So the leather jacket goes over the shirt. So that's cool.
Right.
And obviously gas mask. And the thing too is that the jacket then goes over the top of the gas mask as well. So there is that ability to mix and match and have it look like, it's meant to work together.
Right.
Radioactive sold out. I believe that sold out in the first couple of minutes. Same as pure gold.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is a cool skin, right?
Right.
You can probably glow in the dark with that one.
Probably so.
Toxane still available. So there was 3: black and gold, pure gold, and radioactive, all sold out. Sorry if you missed it. I know a couple of people did, unfortunately. But no, the skins are cool. I might not buy all of them, and don't feel pressured to feel like you have to, but definitely, go for the ones that you really like, I say.
Right.
That's kind of the point, I guess.
Yeah.
Some people are collectors.
Yeah, I've been buying. Yeah, I've been collecting. So
yeah.
I'm wanting to know when they're going to release the male avatar.
Take Up says, do we know if horror warning is an avatar if bought in full, or if it is all just skins? Well,
These are just skins.
Well, they're all skins, but so this one, the horror warning, all of these ones here that show the full body. I mean, it's practically a full avatar, really, if you take away the facial features that you might not be able to, if you're able to customize your actual skin and put a tattoo on it, it's basically a full avatar, really. Just it's cosmetics, of course. Yeah, so that's the full one, the full body skin, and it even says it in here. Gold set, including mask, jacket, shirt, pants, boots, and gloves. There you go.
Right.
Full bodysuit, full clothing set. There you go. And then obviously these pieces here, they're just the
individual pieces: jacket, shirt,
that's
gloves,
right. Yeah.
Mask, stuff like that. Pants.
Yeah.
Boots.
So you can
Those
mix
are individual pieces.
Yeah, so a lot of people just buy a couple, buy the whole set, or buy 500, which we saw with one release. Someone bought 500 or something. I'm like,
yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that's crazy. So
I agree.
Yeah, so let us know. So we've got a 25 class 2 plot in Malta up for grabs, and like always, we try and give something back to the community, coming in, chatting and hanging out. So just reply in the chat, who is your favorite content creator? So don't feel obliged that you have to shout out to us. Let's see who's paying attention. And yeah, so drop that in the chat right now or in the comments. And if you don't drop it, then you don't go in the chance to win. So yeah, Tech Ops is out of money. We're all out of money, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so hopefully the guys are paying attention, still waiting on a comment to drop in. Might take a couple of minutes or a couple of seconds depending on how the lag is. You might be able to tell me, Builder, if there's a bit of lag.
No, I've got about a 15-second lag on mine.
Yeah, no, I thought that'd be the case. TB says Resident
Thanks,
Builder.
TB.
Thanks, DB. Oh,
Thanks,
DB,
DB.
he made this
Doesn't
this really
doesn't give you
cool.
an extra point though.
Yeah, that's it. I'll show you. He made like a really cool metal KOM sign. I don't know if you saw it.
Yes, yes, it did.
Yeah, I'll
Yep.
pop it up in here.
When everything else goes wrong at work, you do find something else to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Keep yourself busy, you know.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, this is definitely cool. A little
Okay, so we
metal
got Chase
placard.
on.
And I do want to get like a little light box similar to that as well. That would be awesome.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So XR4 is saying Terry Nova. Yeah, I do like Terry Nova's stuff. It's real punchy. It's got a. Have you seen his stuff yet?
I have not.
He does use
Terra Nova, huh?
Yeah, he uses a bit of it uses a little bit of AI, but for
Okay.
the most part, like the creative side is there. So he really puts in the narrative and adds that character and flair, which is awesome. So token drop is going to be a game changer. Yes, I believe so, and especially if people have got hundreds of thousands of essence and they haven't got their return on investment back yet, and they don't want to sell it all, but it's a decent price, of course. Like that's the goal, right? We don't want to be just constantly pumping money into E2 and not getting anything back.
Right.
You know, and hopefully we all reach that point one day. Token launch is just the next step in the process. So it
I
looks
think
like.
I
Sorry, you go.
I think we have a lot. I think we have a lot coming in the future. So I
Mm.
don't. Anybody that hangs out is not gonna walk away broke.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Do we know who Terry Nova? Oh my god, I feel like Terry Nova is now going to be Mr. Green and Earth to Anubis is Tech Ops, and there's this whole pseudonym of content creation that these guys have got going on based on King Tech Ops' little comment there. The plot thickens. Yeah. So Dancho says Pacey. Yep, I agree. Pacey is right up there. Especially I like his interviews that he's had. I like his kind of like ours roundtable discussion that he has around certain things, megacities and guilds and things like
Right.
that.
Sure.
Yeah, so looks like we've got 3 submissions, but we'll let people watch after the live is finished, because obviously that will submit to YouTube, and you can leave below a comment as well. Oh, Elaine, yes, Elaine's got some really good stuff if you are well versed in Korean. Unfortunately, I try and watch things on my mobile and it doesn't translate for me, so I get into a bit of trouble. But she's still beautiful content, beautiful voice. That's all you really need, isn't it? Just a bit of charisma. Right, so anything else that we haven't covered yet?
No, I think that's pretty good for this podcast.
Yeah.
I think we've answered most people's questions. I've been trying to keep an eye on it, and I think it's okay.
Yeah, so just stay tuned for a couple of different things. The pre-alpha access applications over the next couple of weeks, everyone make sure you submit to that. They are looking for testers that will have a range of computer specs, so that'll be one to watch as well. Still in Q1, another month and a bit to go, so the white paper should be launching soon. And
in the next couple of weeks, too.
Yeah, that's right. Well, 4 or 5 weeks, give or take, and right before Easter. So
not another Easter egg hunt. I hate those things.
I've never won an egg.
Neither have I. I've looked and looked and looked, and I've never won an egg.
We should have made a guild called Slow Fingers Guild, because I've got no eggs.
Yeah, really. Absolutely.
Yeah, DB mentioned about the possibility of not merging tiles. Yeah, we did speak about that a little bit before. I don't know if you heard it, DB. But yeah, we definitely going to push to have that merging, because if they're not going to do the heat map, we've done a lot of work for nothing, unfortunately. Yeah, so Pacey still submitting his claims now. If anyone wants something to do right after the stream, they should be easy ones to get, as the Koreans are asleep. I think he's timed that intentionally. Yeah, so it's going to be a good year. We're going to keep doing the streams if everyone's happy with the output. Give us some feedback if you want anything you want to see. And yeah, no, I think that went rather well, except for the first little bit with the audio. That was a bit...
Yeah, we have to work on the audio a little bit.
Yeah, that's okay.
On the opening.
It's our first time, so yeah.
Yep.
Any questions from the chat that you want to cover? Pop them in below. We'll give you guys a couple of minutes, and then we'll sign off. And yeah, Paul Cook. Yeah, leave that one with me, Jason. I'll have a look at it when I get a chance. You might even be the best person to speak to him about it. Send him a link to our stream and see if he wants to jump on board with the metaverse in Malta. Yeah, thanks, Jason. So yeah, look, I'll go through the comments. I'll give you guys 24 hours to leave a comment. Who is your favorite content creator? And we will draw that one in 24 hours tomorrow for the chance to win 25 tile plot class 2 in Malta.
All right. Well,
giddy up.
I think that's it.
No more questions from anyone. Looks like we're all done. Also, don't forget, Knights, we do have our land.io game in approximately an hour, so please make sure you jump onto the voice chat in KOM server. Also in the link, please guys go and try our sandbox game that Nizza made too. A lot of the feedback's been really good so far. I really enjoyed playing it, and it gives you a little bit of a backstory about KOM, some of the people that we have working with us. I especially love the one where it has DB and he had a big night out with the Knights, and then you have to go rescue them because they're all drunk and slayed out, and that's just hilarious. And there is some big bosses in there that I think some people will recognize too. Just an ode to Earth 2 and how far we've come and the obstacles that we have overcome as well. That being one of them.
All right.
Rightio. As King Tech Ops has said, notifications are finally working. So turn them on so then you are notified every time the stream goes live. Make sure you give us a like and tell your friends, tell your family. And hopefully we'll get DB on here and he can give us a good laugh next time.
Absolutely. All right, folks.
All right, guys.
Thanks for watching. Have a great day.
Take it easy, guys.